Welcome back to the Vault. Hi, I'm Mike Ricola, where our goal at the NonDē Filmmaking Legal Lab is to democratize access to legal, educational resources so that every filmmaker knows their rights. It's time to get smart with us. Music is the number one reason independent films get rejected by major distributors. Here's the classic indie trap. You get to the post-production and you're running out of money. You tell your music supervisor to save on cash by only securing festival rights for the songs in your movies. You figure you'll just upgrade the license later if the movie sells. This is financial suicide. When Netflix or Hulu looks at your chain of title and sees festival rights only, they do not wait for you to upgrade the license. They simply walk away. The deal is dead. You cannot sell a movie if you don't own global rights to the soundtrack. To prevent this, you cannot use a generic contract for your music supervisor. You need a document that legally mandates a bulletproof chain of title. Before you download this template, we need to have a quick chat about the rules of engagement. I am a producer and I am a lawyer, but I am not your lawyer. The templates inside the vault are the exact same legal armor used by the professionals, but they are provided for educational purposes only. Downloading this document, watching this video, or reading my breakdowns do not create an attorney-client relationship between you and the NonDē Legal Film Lab. These templates are your starting point. They are drafting tools designed to give you leverage. They are not a substitute for specific legal advice. Second, jurisdictions matter. This is armor forged using general principles of U.S. contract law and standard industry practices. But the rules change when you cross state lines or international borders. What works in California might have a different nuance in New York or London. You are strongly advised to have your final paperwork reviewed by local counsel in a state where you are shooting. Finally, use this at your own risk. You are the producer. You're the one stepping on set. The NonDē Filmmaking Legal Lab assumes no liability for any errors or omissions or legal consequences that happen because of how you execute this document. You are building your own business. Take responsibility for your own assets and read the full disclaimers below. Now, let's talk about some quick usage notes. The festival rights trap. Again, we talked about this very early on. Independent producers often run out of money in post-production, so they try to limit their rights to save money. Section 4 in this contract says that the supervisor must secure all media in perpetuity, so your rights and your chain of title is bulletproof. Next, budget confusion. Rookie producers often think a music supervised $15,000 flat fee includes the cost of buying actual songs. It usually does not. Section 3 explicitly states the supervisor's personal fee, explicitly separates the supervisor's personal fee from the production music budget. And then finally, the sandbox. Section 4.1 ensures that the supervisor is your negotiator, not your signatory. They cannot legally bind your LLC to a $50,000 Rolling Stones sync fee. You're the one that has to sign the final paperwork. So that's one thing to really know. You want them to be out there negotiating, doing their job, but you want to be able to control how and what they sign. So let's dive in. So up at the top, you have your typical recitals, which state that who the production company is, who the music supervisor that you're hiring, stating that they are work made for hire here. And then section 1 clearly defines their scope of services. This is where you want to be as specific as you can. This is where you want to say that you're going to have them do creative consulting. This is where you want to establish licensing. You want to establish that they're managing the budget, and then they're confirming the technical delivery. Next, you have section 2, which is their terms, their exclusivity, and their termination. So again, you want to kind of set up how long they'll be working for you. In this case, we have a start date, and then the final date is when the music cue sheet is due.